So hello everyone, it's me again, Race Trade, and today we're diving into something pretty interesting. So yeah, we're gonna talk about gold-funded futures. They're a newly released futures trading option under Goldfuned, and I figured it would be good to walk through what they offer, just so you understand everything before jumping in. In this episode, we're basically breaking down the plans, the funding rules, and what makes them different, and I think this will help a lot of you make smarter decisions. I just wanted to sit down and chat about it like we always do because this topic has been getting a lot of attention lately. So gold-funded futures actually lets traders get funded up to $750,000, which is honestly pretty huge, especially for futures traders. They also offer instant funding accounts with zero activation fees, and that's a big deal because most futures prop firms charge activation fees after passing evaluations. It's nice to see a firm remove that extra cost, because it makes things more trader friendly. They also support a lot of platforms. So yeah, you're not limited to just one or two trading environments. I think they're really trying to appeal to different types of traders here, which is honestly refreshing. They support platforms like volumetric trading, NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, Project X, and even TradingView. So yeah, you have plenty of choices depending on what you're comfortable with. And something worth noting is that the funded brand across all their branches has already paid out over $11 million, which shows they're actually active and legit. Their profit split with no activation fee for funded accounts. And that's kind of the highlight for me because a lot of firms take advantage of those hidden fees. Everything straightforward just makes the whole process easier to deal with. I like that they're keeping things transparent for traders. So they have three types of plans: the end of day plan, the instant plan, and the express plan. And yeah, we're going to go through them one by one. Let's start with the end of day plan since that's usually the one traders look at first. With this plan, you can start from $50,000 up to $150,000, and each account comes with its own limits and rules. They use the CQG data feed for platforms like Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, and Project X, and they also have the DX feed for Volumetrica and other platforms. It's nice seeing multiple data options because some traders are very specific about their feeds. Now, for example, if you choose a $100,000 evaluation account under the end-of-day plan, the profit target is 9%, which is pretty standard. They don't have a daily loss limit or soft rule during evaluation, but once you're funded, there is a daily loss limit of 2.5%. So yeah, make sure you stay within those limits. The maximum drawdown is 4%, and the max contracts range from 9 to 90, depending on the account size. The drawdown mode is end of day. And of course, there's no activation fee, which is always great to see. Just remember to factor in consistency rules so you don't get surprised later on. They have a 50% consistency rule for evaluations and 30% for funded accounts, which means you need to balance your winning days. Usually, they look for 5 winning days before you can request a payout. So yeah, it keeps things structured. They also have a trailing threshold on funded accounts, but it's a soft trailing, meaning it stops trailing once you hit your starting balance. Everything is pretty reasonable for this plan, and the rules are easy to follow once you understand them. I think this setup works best for traders who prefer a slower, structured evaluation. Now let's move on to the instant plan, and a lot of traders love this one because there's no evaluation needed. With the instant plan, you can start from $25,000 up to $100,000. So yeah, they're offering pretty large account sizes right away. If you choose a $100,000 instant account, that means you're already funded on day one and you don't need to pass any profit target. But the daily loss limit is 3%. The maximum drawdown is 5%, and the max contracts are 6 to 60 depending on the account. The consistency requirement here is 20%, and you still need 5 winning days before payout eligibility. This setup is nice if you want to get trading right away without going through evaluations. Okay, now that we covered the plan, let's move on to the express plan because this one is actually pretty interesting. So yeah, let's talk about it. With the express plan, you can start from $25,000 up to $100,000, and they still offer the same platforms as the other plans, which is nice because you can just use whatever you're already comfortable with. It keeps things simple and flexible, especially for traders who already have their preferred tools. I think a lot of people will appreciate having consistent platform options across all plans. Now, the good thing about the express plan is that it actually has the lowest fee among their account types, especially if you're getting the $100,000 express account. The profit target here is only $5,000, which is basically just 5%, and that's a lot more manageable for many traders. They don't have a daily loss limit on this evaluation, but you must maintain a maximum drawdown of 2%. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on that. The contract limits are also different depending on the stage. 5 to 25 during evaluation and 7 to 35 once you're funded. It's a pretty straightforward setup once you understand the structure. Another nice thing is that the express plan doesn't require any minimum trading days, which is always good news for traders who want to move fast. You can basically complete the evaluation at your own pace as long as you hit the target and follow the rules. And so yeah, once you understand how it works, the steps are simple. Choose your account size, pick the platform that fits your style, pass the requirements, and then you become eligible for payouts. It's a very clean process that removes a lot of unnecessary delays. They also highlight some benefits of trading with gold-funded futures, like having zero activation fees after passing, which a lot of traders appreciate. Another thing is they offer instant funding with no evaluation needed if you choose that plan, along with the end-of-day plans and premium platform access at no extra cost. So yeah, you're getting premium tools without additional fees, and that's honestly a big plus in the futures funding space. I think they're doing a good job keeping things fair for traders. Now, they also introduced a new reward system, and it's available at no extra cost, which is pretty cool. You can earn rewards by completing tasks like trading consistently or following their social media pages, and then redeem those points for perks inside the platform. So yeah, it's a nice bonus feature that makes trading a bit more engaging since you're earning something on the side. I like how they built this system to support long-term trader loyalty. If you check their rewards page, you'll see that you can start earning points instantly and unlock things like faster 24-hour withdrawals, scaling benefits, and even the chance to get free accounts or exclusive discounts. It's a pretty generous system compared to what other firms are offering, and it gives traders a little extra motivation. Small benefits really stack up over time and make the platform feel more rewarding. It definitely adds value beyond just trading. They also show a comparison between gold-funded futures and other firms, and you'll notice that a lot of competitors still have activation fees, higher costs for instant accounts, or limited drawdown modes. Meanwhile, gold-funded futures lets you start with a $25,000 instant funding account at a much lower cost and with more flexibility. So yeah, there's a clear difference in trader-friendly features when you compare them side by side. It's helpful to see everything laid out like that. When it comes to payouts, you can also look at their payout information section, and you'll see that traders must complete at least 6 trading days within a 14-day payout cycle. Equity buffers must be maintained to qualify for withdrawals, so you need to make sure you stay within the required limits. The minimum withdrawal is $500 per cycle, and consistency requirements depend on the plan you choose. So yeah, it's important to understand those rules early so you don't run into issues when it's time to withdraw. And if you want to know more, you can definitely check their website, join their social media pages, and hop into their Discord community. They have a lot of helpful info there, including payout proofs and updates from traders. I'll leave the link in the description so you can explore everything on your own. It's always good to research before committing to any funded program. You'll also see their top earners on the site. A lot of traders are getting 4-digit and even 5-digit payouts, which is encouraging. It shows that people are actually succeeding with their accounts and taking advantage of the tools provided. So yeah, that wraps up our review of gold-funded futures, and I hope this helped you get a clearer picture of what they offer. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.